What happens when a powerful African king controls the richest trade routes in the Niger Delta and refuses to bow to the British Empire? And what happens when the people closest to him, his own chiefs, turn against him in the middle of a war? This is the dramatic, forgotten story of King Nana Olomu, a ruler who dared to challenge an empire. King Nana Olomu was more than a ruler. He was a dominant Itsekiri warlord and merchant who controlled the vital palm oil trade flowing through the Benin River. Influence stretched across the creeks, and his fortified base at Ebrohimi made him one of the most powerful figures in the entire Niger Delta. But the British wanted unrestricted access to this trade. To them, Nana stood in the way of free commerce, and that made him a target. The conflict began with broken agreements and rising suspicion. Nana refused the British demand to hand over control of his trade network. He blocked their ships, enforced traditional trade rights, and warned them not to violate Itsekiri agreements. British replied with threats, then more threats, and soon military reinforcements were on the way. The stage was set for a confrontation neither side could walk away from. Erupted across the Niger Delta in 1894. British gunboats pushed deep into the creeks, firing heavy artillery at Nana's defensive positions. Nana's warriors responded with swift river ambushes, using narrow waterways and thick mangrove swamps to their advantage. Canoes darted out of hidden channels, striking fast and disappearing before the British could retaliate. Multiple battles broke out around Ebrohimi as the British struggled to penetrate terrain they did not understand. For a moment, it looked like Nana might actually hold back the empire. But while Nana was winning on the battlefield, a quieter war was unfolding behind him. Some Itsekiri chiefs, rivals, opportunists, or men hoping to gain favor with the British, began to cooperate with the enemy. They leaked secret river routes. They exposed the layout of Nana's fortified camps. They revealed where his weapons and supplies were stored. And when Nana called for reinforcements during key engagements, these same chiefs refused to send support. With inside information in their hands, the British suddenly gained the advantage they had been missing. Armed with intelligence from Nana's own people, the British prepared their final assault. Gunboats surrounded Ebrohimi, unleashing heavy shelling that tore through defenses. British Marines landed, advancing through smoke and burning structures as they pushed deeper into the town. Fires swept across the stronghold as the battle intensified. Outnumbered and outgunned, Nana retreated into the mangroves, using the swamp as his last line of escape. But with the chiefs aligned against him and the British tightening their grip, he was eventually captured and exiled, ending one of the most determined resistances in Niger Delta history. Nana's defeat was more than a military loss. It was a lesson in how colonial forces exploited internal division to conquer powerful African states. He was a strategist, a diplomat, a war leader, but betrayal from within weakened what even British firepower could not break. Today, his palace stands as a national monument, a reminder of a king who fought an empire on his own terms. His story captures the cost of disunity and the strength of those who resisted against overwhelming odds. If you want more untold African history, stories of kings, warriors, empires, and battles history often hides, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others who need to hear these stories. There are many more legends to uncover.